Hey everyone, this is Taryn, and today I want to talk to you about the Bowels of Ember fight and Ifrit. Now, Ifrit is the first primal you'll get to fight as you progress through your main storyline quest. This quest is unlockable at level 20 and can be obtained through the duty finder once you complete the appropriate portion of the quest leading up to the fight. Now, the reason I want to talk to you about this fight is so everyone understands the mechanics and how to be successful. There's been many groups I've gone into and we've failed because no one understood what they needed to do. Now, as you can see, I ran in with my shield lob and I put my back against the outer ring. Now, this enabled me to keep the boss turned away from the group and allowed them to DPS the boss down while I ate all the frontal cone. The incinerate ability will continue throughout the fight. Now, as you also just saw, an erupt went off. An eruption is interruptible. You can use your shield bash as a paladin to interrupt it. But the problem is the timing's a little off. So if you try to interrupt too soon into the cast, or you interrupt too late in the cast, you're going to fail to interrupt the ability. So your DPS, the ranged and the melee, can get this. Need to make sure they stay spread out, and as soon as they see the eruption AoE symbol come underneath them, they need to start moving out of it, which means stop casting. It's better for you to stop casting and move out of the damage area and not take damage so you don't hurt your healer. Now, the next ability I want to talk to you about is the Vulcan Blast. This Vulcan Blast is his large AoE, and it's a knockback. So as long as your group stays spread out, but they're not too far away from where he's standing, they'll be able to continue DPSing. As soon as they get knocked back, they'll go right back into their rotation. Now, the Infernal Nail, as you see, the Infernal Nail just came down. It's so important to this fight. If you don't DPS the Infernal Nail down in time, he will leap up and kill everybody, doing approximately 1175 plus damage to each member in the group. Now, I highly suggest if your limit break is available, you use the limit break on the Infernal Nail to ensure you DPS it down in time to push the fight into phase 2. Like I said, this is the most critical portion of the fight. If you don't take this nail down, you don't win. So make sure your DPS switch. Now, as you saw, he just leapt in the air and he's going to do his large AoE. It only did a little bit of damage, so you're able to turn around and continue the fight. Now, I pulled him right back to where I was tanking, and I made sure that I kept him turned away from the group. At this point, it's just a mechanics fight, basically a tank and spank. Now, the last ability that I haven't talked about yet is Radiating Plume. And Radiating Plume is a AoE, will cover the center of the large circle you're in, and it is interruptible, but you can do it two ways. Now, as you can see, the Radiating Plume just jumped on the outside. Now, I missed the interrupt there. So you can either try to get the interrupt, again, which timing we know is iffy within each duty dungeon right now. It is hard to make sure you have it right because it's not communicating with the server correctly. So I highly suggest that if you know you're not going to get the interrupt off, you just dance back and forth to the inside and then to the outside. So there, I'm out of the circle, and then when it pops up to the center, you can just move to the center and stay out of the outer circle's Radiating Plume. Now see, I just moved out of it and I didn't take that much damage. You can mitigate all damage as long as you move soon enough and you see the animation come up. I appreciate everybody watching the video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you.